EMcafe. Tonight is a great night because I have with me in the kitchen none other than the extraordinary chef Staci Wallace. And he is going to show you a little bit later some extraordinary, simple to make summertime drinks that he created with his little sister with the juicer. Now what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you an all-inclusive meal that's great for the family, of course under 10 grams of fat, and it's called bunny chow. Now Peyton, does it actually include bunny meat?
No way.
No way. It doesn't include bunny meat. Instead, it includes lean ground beef or lean ground turkey. Now my family is a type A blood type family, so we do a lot better with ground turkey, ground chicken instead of the red meat. Now you may be a type O blood type, so you're going to do really good with ground beef. But tonight I'm going to show you how to make it with lean ground turkey. And I always use the 93.7 that gives you just a little bit of fat, gives you a little more flavor, but it's going to keep it under 10 grams of fat or less. You're also going to need sweet peas, some super sweet corn kernels, organic tomato sauce, and 1 onion. That's all it's going to take for this great recipe. Now let me tell you where bunny chow came from. We were in South Africa, and in South Africa they tend to make very spicy curry foods. And that's another ingredient you're going to want to add. You don't have to, but I suggest using a little bit of curry with this recipe as well. I'll show you a little later. Now we started eating all the foods in South Africa, and we started to think that our throats were going to burn off because some of the curry that they used was so hot, like mother tongue curry, exterminator curry. But we're going to use a very light curry tonight. It's going to taste delicious. Bunny chow was our saving grace in South Africa because it was the first meal that really kind of tasted a little Americanized, but it still had that zip, and we loved it a lot. So coming back to America, we never thought we'd see bunny chow again till a friend of mine from West Africa made it for us. And her name is Sayu Oseyande, and this is her recipe. It's under 10 grams of fat, and it is called bunny chow. So here we go. We are actually going to take the turkey or the red meat and we're going to brown it. It's already ground up, so we're going to start browning that. And while we do that, in our other pan, now you can take olive oil. We're going to use some Pam to keep it as lean as possible. Now Bubba, tell you what I want you to do is, can you pour those onions in there? Going to be real hot because that's hot there. Pour in there. Excellent. We're just going to scoop those all out. And we're going to go ahead and saute those onions a little bit just to soften them. And then we're going to add this brown meat in there as well. And let it finish out browning with the onions so we get that good flavor in the red meat. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the brown meat, juices and everything, and we're going to go ahead. Now the reason why we're going to go ahead and add it like that is because on ground turkey, it doesn't have a lot of juice anyhow, and we're going to go ahead and saute those together so we get all those onion juices mixed in with that meat, which is going to help with the flavor. Now the reason why this is called bunny chow is because you've got your vegetables cooked right in, and you're going to love it. We're actually going to serve this with a brown rice, and we're going to go ahead and just let that saute up a little bit. Bubba, if you want to jump over here and get me the salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper?
Yes, sir. And I strongly suggest cooking with your kids. Help them enjoy the process of cooking, of learning. You're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Yeah, I'd love for you to do that. Shake, 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 shake. Now that's a thick salt, so it's not coming out as fast as you may think it is. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, very good, Bubba. Why don't you, kind sir, go over and get us the tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce? The
tomato sauce. Now, can you pour that into this mixture here?
All around it?
All around it. Trying to be fast because it's a little bit... Okay, there you go. And just get it all in there like that. Good job. Again, we're just going to blend that together. Now, we're going to turn that down and let that simmer for about 15 minutes. That way we get all those flavors mixed in there real good. Okay, so we've been simmering for about 15 minutes. What we're going to do is we're just going to add just a little bit of the curry powder. Now, you can get crazy with this curry powder. Go right ahead, use as much. If you want to use some pepper curry powder, some hot stuff, you can do that as well. I like the mild curry. So we're just going to mix that up in there. Now, Peyton, if you can get me the peas and the corn, we're going to add those in here. Yes. How about you add those in here? Corn first. There we go. That's okay. A little spill here and there, doesn't matter. Good deal. Now, we're going to do the corn first and mix that in there because corn's going to take just a little bit longer than the peas. We want those peas to be a little bit crisp. We're going to blend that in there. It's smelling good. You may not have tried cooking with curry before. Personally, it scared me at first because I'm not a big curry fan until I started cooking with a mild curry. And it absolutely does wonders for your recipes. It's a delicious taste. And so this is going to be really good. Bunny chow. Okay. Okay, so Peyton, why don't you go ahead and add the peas for me? Are you having fun?
Yes.
Good, you're my helper. We take turns. Sometimes Peyton gets to help, sometimes Alexia gets to help. Now look at all those peas. Those bunnies would love this chow. We're going to pour that together. And it's also a great way to make sure your kids get the vegetables that they need. It's a really simple recipe. Tastes great. And you've got your protein, you got your carbs because we're going to make this with rice, you've got your vegetables. You've even got some carbs in there because of that corn. We're just going to mix that up. Look at that. And we're going to go ahead and let that cook away so those peas and that corn gets nice and heated through. Still want them a little bit crisp because you don't want them to be soggy. And then we're going to serve it over a bed of rice. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little trick in plating this. Because you don't want to have too much rice on the plate. So what we're going to do is you're going to put a little mound, about a half a cup of rice. And we're just going to spread it out. So it looks like there's a whole plate of rice. But really what you're doing is you're creating, what does that look like? Maybe a volcano?
A half volcano.
A half of a volcano. And then we're going to put the bunny chow right in the middle there. So they will have, with every bite, they can get some rice as well. It smells so good. Look at all those peas. Are peas good for you, Bubba?
Yes. And they're my favorite vegetable.
And they're your favorite vegetable? Good. So, look at that, how nice and easy. Of course, you can serve it with a salad. I suggest going online and utilizing our salad called the broccoli slaw salad. It goes really great with this, a great little summery twang. And you can also, of course, create one of our low-fat recipe desserts. All of that, plus this, you can make for 10 grams of fat or under. This has been Bunny Chow. I want to thank my extraordinary chef son, Peyton Wallace. Show him the back of your shirt, Peyton. It says, I've been empowered. And that reminds me that if you've not been to our community, make sure that you go through the community, chat with other women, talk to them about their recipes, get their advice. Maybe you just want to know something about something personal you're going through. The EMwomen community has been created for you to allow women to empower you. Or maybe you're an empowered woman that wants to empower someone else. At EMwomen.com. You can find this recipe as well as others just by going there. Again, that's EMwomen.com. Until next time, this is Staci Wallace at EMcafe, and I am believing the best.